Hello, good people. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker, coming back at you live once again from the Lone Star State with another edition of the Media Mike Speaks. All right, good people, it is 12 minutes past the hour, and yes, we are the voice of the everyday citizen. All right, good people, breaking news, breaking news. As you saw in the thumbnail flip, flopping Fauci has come out of hiding. Well, you know, he's been on a few newsreels, but this one, I guess, has made headlines. One of my subscribers pointed me to this, and you know it reads, he says, U.S. is out of the pandemic phase. The United States is out of the pandemic phase. Well, I guess we have to wait and see, really. So according to Dr. Fauci, the United States is finally out of the pandemic phase. The country's top infectious disease expert said, as cases and hospitalizations are notably down and mask mandates are all but extinct. Okay, yeah. But here's the thing, good people. Despite the fact that there are still new infections spreading throughout the country, according to the Washington Post, an average of 50,000 per day as of Tuesday. That's a lot. The country is far from the heights of the pandemic when daily case counts surpassed 1 million. 1 million, that's what it says. Restrictions too are easing as many Americans appear to be putting the pandemic behind them. Masking requirements have been lifted across most of the country, and officials stopped enforcing a federal mask mandate in transportation settings after a judge struck down the requirement. Now, good people, are they doing this because of the election year? You know, the primary is coming up in November. That is a good question. Now, Fauci goes on to say, we are certainly right now in this country out of the pandemic phase. That's what he's saying. He goes on to say that these United States, good people, was no longer seeing tens of thousands of hospitalizations and thousands of deaths. We are at a low level right now, unquote. Now, throughout the country, as I just quoted earlier, that I think it's, what is it, England and China, 50,000 per day now infected. Yeah. Now I'm just curious here. This is just really something, because people are wondering, do we go back to the mask, or is this thing actually done? Now his comments Fauci, that is, are likely to fuel debate about whether this is truly the moment. New cases are on the rise in the United States, and deaths are down, though they often lag spikes in cases. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said Tuesday that nearly 60% of Americans, including 3 out of every 4 children, have been infected with the coronavirus. But officials cautioned that the data did not indicate that Americans have widespread immunity against the virus because of their prior infections. Now, Dr. Fauci goes on to say that the coronavirus will not be eradicated. He says it can be handled if its level of spread is kept very low and people are intermittently vaccinated, though he said he did not know how frequently. Now, he echoed warnings from the World Health Organization and the United Nations this month that worldwide the pandemic is far from over as vaccinations lag, particularly in developing nations. No, not America, but developing nations. Now, meanwhile, the Biden administration, as you know, good people, is appealing the judge that was appointed by Trump that struck down the mask mandate, you know, of transportation, planes, trains, automobiles, and such. So, but they're saying that the coronavirus is still hanging around. It's not going anywhere, like the flu, the measles, the chicken pox, and everything else. So that is the thing on that. Good people. But, and as you also know, Kamala Harris has tested positive and was asymptomatic. I guess that means probably she did not have it. I don't know. Just kidding. I don't know. And she was not considered in close contact with old Jim Crow Sleepy Joe, according to the White House. So let me know what you think about this, good people. Do you think this thing is behind us, or are they waiting till the primaries take place and then they will bring this back up? Because it's slowly creeping, but they're saying we're out of it. I don't know. Can we put that genie back in the bottle is the question. Can we? Is it possible to have another lockdown? It's always possible. But Will the American people go for this again? I don't know. Did they have their shot? This old administration. And they had the shot. They took it and missed. But let me know what you think about this, good people. Until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
I'll understand you soon, it won't be long.
Keep on, keep on.